Hello everyone, it's Megan from the HAWS Education Department, and we are going to be reading Chapter 4 of Blogger Dog Brito.
My new family. I want to tell you more about my family. I've already told you about Mom. Now I will introduce you to the others. Nick is my oldest human brother. He didn't say too much when we first met, just that I seemed to be very small and scruffy. I don't know if he thought it was a good thing to be small and scruffy or not. Nick is a teenager. Mom says that teenagers don't talk much, so I don't take it personally when he doesn't talk to me. Mostly he reads books and thinks about things and plays video games. Oh, and sleeps in late in the morning and complains about having to get up for school. Nick is awesome when he sits on the couch and works on his computer. I snuggle up nice and close so that I'm warm and comfortable. He doesn't seem to mind me being there. Sometimes he even shares his blanket, so I'm pretty sure he likes me. And now that I've been here a while, I know that he is very good at opening the door and letting me out when I ask, even if I ask 50 times a day. So he's a very good addition to my new family. Every dog needs a good door opener. Then I met Chris. Chris is different from Nick. Chris talks a lot. He's always talking and drawing and playing with things and moving. With all of that talking, I don't think Chris is a teenager yet. Chris loved me right away. He wanted me to sleep on his bed from the very first night, but Mom reminded him that I still had to learn where to use a bathroom, so I needed to stay sleeping in my little box. That made me sad since Chris has a great big bed and I was looking forward to sleeping there. And anyways, I was pretty sure that Chris would like my company at night. I love Chris a lot. He talks to me and draws pictures of me, but I do not like it when he tries to dress me up in silly Halloween costumes, or when he wants to put me in the back of a toy dump truck and drive me around the yard. Mom has to keep an eye on him. I met Dad next. I'm pretty sure that he was the one Mom talked to on the phone who didn't really want another dog. When I first arrived, I heard him say things like, "Don't we have enough dogs? And he sure has a loud bark for such a little dog." Dad also says that I don't have much sense. That one concerns me a little, since he often says it when I've done something I wasn't supposed to do, like slip through a hole in the fence that no one but me even knew about. I prefer to think of myself as an explorer with a healthy dose of curiosity than a dog who doesn't have much sense. Fortunately for me, it appears that Mom cared more about keeping me than Dad did about finding me a new home, so I got to stay. And anyway, I think I've grown on Dad. He talks to me in a squeaky voice and he fixes all the holes in the fence so that I can't escape and get hurt. He also has the perfect size lap for laying upside down when I get a first-class belly rub. That's how I know that he really loves me too. And of course, there are the other dogs, Lyra and Rika. Lyra is my best friend. When I first met her, I growled and backed away because that's what I do when I'm scared. And you know what she did? She lay down on the ground and put her head flat on the ground with me. Her tail was gently wagging at me, and I could see that she was trying to be small, just like me. In dog language, she was saying, "Let's be friends." Lyra and I play all the time. When I first arrived, Lila would always lay down flat or even roll over so we could wrestle. I would climb on top of her and pretend that I knocked her over. But when I stopped being worried about her hurting me, we started to play games of chase too. Sometimes she forgets to be gentle and I have to yell at her to be more careful. She feels bad when that happens, so she lies down again to show me that it was an accident and that she is sorry. I love Lyra. Rika is my other doggy sister. She is not my friend. Maybe I shouldn't tell you this, but I don't like her very much, even though Mom says I love her deep down inside. It's not like I want anything bad to happen to her, it's just that she's not much fun. Rika is very grumpy. Whenever I ask Rika if she wants to play, she just stares at me. A few times, she has shown me her teeth when I was trying extra hard to get her to play. I know what that means in dog language. Stay away. I'm pretty sure Rika would not hurt me, but hey, I understand when someone doesn't want to be my friend, and that's fine with me. The house is big enough for all of us, so I leave her alone most of the time. Mom says Rika doesn't like dogs very much, and boy, is that true. Rika mostly likes Mom. A lot. She likes Mom so much that all she does during the day is follow Mom around and stare at her. It's ridiculous if you ask me. I don't think Rika has ever had a thought that Mom didn't put in her head. Pitiful. Mom says she's a herding dog, so she likes to cooperate with people. And if you want my opinion, she's more like a sheep. Bah! It's not that Rika is bad or anything. It's just that I think she could have more fun in life if she would get into trouble once in a while. Rika could be more like me and Lyra. I think Rika should try digging in the yard or chasing lizards or barking at squirrels in the trees. Sometimes I can't help myself and I tease her. I call her the fun police. Then Mom takes me out of the room and puts me on a timeout. I don't like timeout, so I try and stay away from her most of the time. Mom loves Rika very much, even if I can't figure out why. Mom says Rika is getting old, and sometimes her body hurts, so she wants to be left alone. So we all live together, and I try to get along with her as best as I can. But I still don't think I like her. So now you know my family. I love all of them except maybe Rika, but Mom is really the most special. Maybe that is because she spends a lot of time with me and she is always watching to make sure that I'm being treated right. She also listens to me to make sure that I am happy. If you're thinking that Mom and I talk using regular words, that's not what I mean. Instead, I talk with my body and watch her pretty carefully too. It's not hard for a dog to talk. We do it all the time with each other. The hard part is for people to learn to listen. Just like all dogs, I've been talking since I was a very young puppy, but sometimes dogs stop talking to people because no one is listening. My mom listens when I talk, so I have plenty to say. My mom is an expert dog listener. That means she is very good at dog language. But anyone can learn dog language. You just have to pay attention when your dog is talking. In my next blog, I'll tell you a little bit about how Mom teaches me human words and how I can talk right back. Thanks for reading, and don't forget to subscribe. All right. And then for the comments, we have Bruno the Labs that says, "Your human family sounds like mine, except that I have a teenage sister instead of a brother. She's always texting her friends on the phone, and she rolls her eyes a lot. Mom says that's normal. I think she would benefit from more fresh air and a run in the woods, or maybe even a good roll in a cow patty." Sally the Border Collie says, "I don't think you are very nice about Rika. She sounds like a very good and well-behaved dog. Is Rika famous too? Her name rings a bell. Anyways, I think you should listen to Rika. She could teach you some things." Champ the Terrier says, "OMG, Brito, you and I are so alike. I like to chase squirrels and bark and dig too. I dig so much that my mom made me a sandbox, then buried my toys. I love it. Now I dig in my sandbox instead of the flower garden. I think that Mom is much happier about that. P.S. Terriers are the best." Sally the Border Collie says, "That's totally uncalled for. If it weren't for us herding dogs, there would be chaos in the world." And Champ responds and says, "If it weren't for us terriers, we'd be overrun with vermin. Terriers rule, herders drool." And then Pappy the Pomeranian says, "Brito, I can totally relate because I have a sister that I play with all the time and a brother who's a useless little tattletale." All right, so that's it for Chapter 4 of Blogger Dog Brito. We have a few questions coming up after this. Thank you.